Today I've come to vibration or sound therapy, I will say it right, with the wonderful Di. Di, please explain what the process involves.
Okay, normally when I meet somebody for the very first time, the first session involves a consultation.
Okay.
The consultation can take quite a long time because I go right back to birth to the client up to where they are now in their life. We cover any trauma that may have happened in their life, any illnesses, especially repetition in illnesses, any relationship patterns, because all of this is indicating a lifestyle that we're leading, and it can also be indicating energy blocks within us. So it's really important that the consultation, you take your time and really get to know the client.
Yeah. So this kind of treatment suits kind of practically everybody. I mean, I'm such a busy person, busy as in mentally, physically. I've got 2 young children that exhaust me all of the time, physically and mentally and everything else. And with my job, I'm quite creative. At the end of the day, I'm quite exhausted, not just physically but mentally as well. So kind of recommend this kind of thing to somebody like myself? Yeah?
Exactly, yeah.
Of course you would.
Yeah. No, it's beneficial. For the way I explain it to people is that we are made up of energy. Yeah, our energy template is our template for health.
Yeah.
So it's critical that we make sure that we take care of our energy template on a mental, physical, emotional and spiritual level.
Yeah.
I work with people on all of those levels, and it's especially good for people who suffer from anxiety, overwhelm, stress, depression, or any other type of illness, just feeling totally exhausted.
Yeah.
These sessions will bring you back, what I call back into alignment.
Yeah. And this is in my song kind of thing, because obviously with being a videographer, I deal with sound all the time. So when a client comes to me and says, you know, I want this particular piece of music, I'm doing this piece of video, and then we'll talk about what kind of music would accompany that. So music and sound it has an impact on people without even realising. You know, we do. You know, when we're feeling low, we put music on. It makes us feel better. If we hear a sad piece of music, it makes us feel sad. So that, you know, vibration, sounds, it all is singing my song. Definitely.
Thank you.
So I'm really looking forward to this treatment because I'm always kind of hyped up and so whenever everyone says to me relax, I kind of concentrate on okay, I'll try and relax. So I might be a bit hard to relax, but I will listen to what you've got to say and then I will hopefully relax. So
So what I always say to people when they start the session, I always let them listen to the tune you've brought before. And there's one which is weighted, it has circles on the end, and this gives a deeper vibration. So I always check with the client if there's places that they don't like to be touched. Some people don't like their feet being touched, they're quite sensitive. You never know. And so I give them like a little taster before they get on the bed, so it's not unknown. For someone's first session, it's so important from the relaxation perspective. So I will be dealing with you a lot of repetition, so that we're training the brain waves to calm down. So it works on the right and the left hemispheres of the brain, and it takes you down to a lower level. Now when that happens, just simply by listening, this is why I love what I do. This is simple, effective listening. Just by listening to sound, we actually take away the stresses in our life. That's what you do.
A bit like music, listen to music.
It's simple.
Perfect.
So simple, yet amazing.
Brilliant. Well, I'm looking forward to it. So
let's go.
Well, what can I say? You'll see some of the video content. I just feel, you know, I feel like I've been. So people know me as a runner. I used to do a lot of running, and so when I used to go to the gym or go for a run, you know, you have those moments where kind of your emotions are up and down during the run, and then when you come home, you just feel completely energised. But it's a weird thing. It's not in a pumped way. It's more of a relaxed way. The whole part of my whole body, everything about my body is just completely changed, which is just really, really cool. But one thing I was noticed during the session, which I want to talk to you about, was I could see the tuning fork, but yet my eyes were closed throughout. And you mentioned at the beginning of the session to think about a colour.
Yeah.
I think you did that. I don't know
we put you in an energy
bubble and a colour.
and a colour.
And so I kept kind of, every time the thoughts were coming into my head, I was putting people on the cloud and blowing them away. But then every now and then I would have this colour kind of bursts, and it was different patterns of colour. It was the most bizarre thing. It's the weirdest feeling.
That's the energy.
Yeah,
it's amazing. The energy of the thought. It is amazing.
And I sensed you were doing kind of circular things around my legs, and I could feel the circulation on my legs.
Yes.
And as I said before, as a runner, I mean, I haven't run for a long time, and I'm hoping to get back into it. But what you were doing on the feet, I could really see it could benefit people that run a lot and things like that, because it wasn't intuitive. It said people don't like their feet being touched sometimes. But there wasn't that much touchy. Oh God, it felt so good on the feet as well.
Yeah.
And my hands went dead, right? Like I couldn't feel my hands; they were completely dead, as if I'd been sitting on them.
Yeah.
And there was one point when you grabbed my hands before they went dead.
Yeah.
And you got the thing,
the tuning fork, the weighted one.
And I can still feel the impression there. And I went hot.
Yeah.
I had a hot flush, like menopause coming early, and on both hands. I was like, oh God, and then I felt really hot. And then my hands, as my hands were going dead, there was points where the room went, I felt really cold, and then I warmed up again. And then there was something else you did, and I can't remember what it was now, and then I felt hot again.
That's all the energy changes.
Yeah.
So temperature changes are where the energy's actually changing. And when I was working on you, I sensed that we spoke about the heart, and there's a lot of work around the heart, and a lot of your work was what I call from this part down.
So I could feel some whooshing sensations.
Yes.
So like, as if I could tap, not quite a washing machine. It wasn't as rapid and fast, but like this little. Oh, it was nice.
We was basically re-energising and reconnecting the energies. So when I began working with you, I actually stabilised an energy grid for you.
Okay.
Because it's the first time that you've had it.
No, I've really, really enjoyed it. So so going forward, what would you suggest to people like myself? You've had a session. How often would you suggest people come back to you? Or?
I would normally suggest, sometimes initially it could be fortnightly, just to get in and start working with the energy. But you can also, I also do a lot of people monthly as well.
And do you give them kind of homework, things to do for themselves as well?
I
do.
Kind of
self-help type thing.
Yeah, and also what people can do is they can buy one type of tuning fork from me, which is the Om.
Yeah.
And I actually show people how to listen to that and work with it, so you get what I call your daily top up.
Yeah.
And I show them a lot of other tips as well, from living to the head, from living in the head to living in the heart. I recommend different types of music, lots of different daily coping strategies. Really, it's like having like a little sound magic box, and you put your hand into the box, and you go, "Oh,
what's today?"
I said, "Oh, we'll try this one today."
Yeah.
It's like that. It's just daily skills to keep you going.
Brilliant. Yeah. Well, that is awesome. So I highly recommend this. I mean, I wasn't sceptical before. There's a lot of treatments and a lot of things out there, and one thing that attracted me to working with Di today was that when I met her 2 years ago,
2 years ago,
I'd never heard of this before, you know. And so for me, this made perfect sense. You know, when I'm down, I listen to music. When I go for a run, I don't always listen to music when I go running. I listen to my body and my breathing and the pounding of the pavement. And so that's my vibration and my sound, I guess, that I'm kind of tuning into. And then you get into that rhythm. So for me, all of this just ticks so many boxes for me. So you've got to book this for me. I just feel, like I said, I'm a mum with 2 crazy, beautiful, lovely children, but they just zap me of everything. And, you know, I have had body massages and things before, but this is a different feeling.
This is a completely different
completely different, because I feel with the body massages, it's the outer bit that feels like it's been massaged and cleansed and whatever. But I feel like in a deeper level that it is. And I know that sounds really cliche, and I'll probably hate myself watching this back, but it does. That's how it feels.
A lot of people after the sessions, they can't describe, sometimes it's a really hard thing to try and describe. They say that they felt like they were floating during the session. Most people say that when they get up, they just feel lighter, they feel clearer, they have a positive mindset, they're energised, and the mindset, this works for days afterwards.
Good.
This is still, it's recalibrating your cells. The cells are oscillating, they're bubbling, they're working.
Okay.
So you just keep going with it.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So
Thank
I'll put
you.
Dia's details at the bottom. You've got to have this woman in your life because it will be, your vibration will change, you will change. So
Yeah.
ciao for now, people.
Thank you.